This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth Hitchcock.
Welcome in, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Rob Taylor in studio. Rob from the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce Executive Director. Rob, thanks for joining us again.
Great to be here.
And you're here on the final preview of the Super Bowl. Obviously, that's coming up Sunday. That's all we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks, and you get to sit in as the final one, give your final prediction at the end of the show. So it's going to be an exciting show. Lots of football to talk about. Obviously, some basketball, and we'll talk about those Red Sox. What are they going to do if they have anything up their sleeve in the last few weeks of the offseason? So first, let's dive into the Super Bowl. Patriots, Eagles, Super Bowl 52. Obviously, the two best teams, no question about it. I know there's talk, well, the Eagles don't have their starting quarterback, but clearly Nick Foles has played really well. These are the two best teams. It's going to be a good game Sunday.
Yeah, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 39, if you remember that one with Terrell Owens. Should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. Kind of pinch myself as a Patriots fan. I have a son who's 17 years old, and he just doesn't understand what it used to be like to be a Patriots fan.
Right.
And nowadays, we're so lucky to be Patriots fan, Patriots Nation. Here we are again, looking at another possible win.
One. Yeah, and it's crazy. Looking for their sixth Super Bowl. Obviously, Brady and Belichick looking to cement their legacy if they haven't already. So we'll get into the game. If you're looking at it from a Patriots standpoint, where are some of the advantages that they might have? Obviously, they got the better QB. I don't think anyone's questioning that. But maybe some of the other positioning or offensive defense that they might have. They got the coach. Quarterback and coach is a no-brainer. Where else?
I would put that right at the top of the list. And I really think that the Patriots are the masters of preparation for the game and just getting ready. I would throw the example of the Malcolm Butler interception out there. If you've ever seen the sort of behind the scenes of that Super Bowl, I mean, they literally had Malcolm Butler expecting that throw at that moment in the game. And so, I mean, that's just sort of typical of what the Patriots do in preparation. And I mean, they've got the best coaching staff, no doubt about it. These guys will come out ready to play, and they'll have a plan in place, and they'll stick to it.
Right.
They're all seasoned players. I think that's a huge advantage that they've been here before. A lot of them have been there multiple times. They know how to deal with the stress and the pressures that go along with the game. So.
Right, and the fact that what we saw last year in the Super Bowl, they wore down the Atlanta Falcons. They got tired towards the end, even last week or 2 weeks ago when they played the Jaguars, wore them down, and at the end, they were getting tired. A couple guys got injured. So I think that's one thing that the Patriots, they have been in these games before, and it's not just the players, because even if the players haven't been in, the coach has, and he understands it's a long day because you start at the beginning of the day. I mean, the game's not until 6:30 at night. There's no games that are at 6:30 at night in the regular season. It's either 7, 8 o'clock at night, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a long day. You're amped up. You don't want to use too much of your emotion. It's a long halftime show. They talk about that, where it's your double your halftime, so you can't get too cold in the locker room. You got to be ready and be sharp. So I think the Patriots have that advantage as wearing these guys down. And even if the players haven't played in the game, the coaches know what to expect in the big game. Now for the Eagles, they clearly have some advantages. I mean, let's not pretend that this Eagles team, just because they don't have Carson Wentz, is going to roll over. They got a good team also.
Absolutely, and I wrote down on my list here the sort of the big factor, sort of the X factor in the game, I think, is going to be the defensive line for the Eagles.
Yes.
And whether they can make that pocket collapse around Tom Brady. I mean, it's not a secret. It's sort of everybody knows the method that you beat Brady, and that's to get him off his game a little bit, to close up those lanes and crush around him and get in around his feet and sort of disrupt his timing. Patriots offense is all about timing and quick throws and making things happen quickly. So I think that's going to be the toughest matchup. I'm sure Belichick is scheming as we speak
yes.
to sort of offset that and figure out ways to get the ball out of Brady's hands quickly. Some quick looks, some little short passes to make things happen quick. And then I always love it. It always feels like the momentum starts to shift for the Patriots when they go into their hurry-up offense.
Right, yes.
And that sort of puts the defense of any team that they're playing, and this Super Bowl they're going to be up against one of the best defenses in the league. If they can really disrupt their rhythm and actually put them back on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, because when the Patriots go into the no-huddle offense, the hurry-up offense, you're right, puts the defense on their heels. They can't make substitutions, gets the guys tired. So that is a big advantage the Patriots have. We'll see. Hopefully they can do that early in the game instead of having to play catch-up and play from behind in the second half. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Rob and ask him what his confidence level is going into this Super Bowl versus other Super Bowls, and then where does Brady rank all-time of football players, quarterbacks, and athletes in general. We'll take a break. You're watching YCN Sports Talk.